Hi there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona, and today's offering is a quick 30-minute flow for intermediate practitioners, touching on all the major muscle groups in a very short amount of time. Class includes an optional arm balance as well as an optional inversion and some pranayama at the end of the class. It moves at a fairly steady and quick pace, ideal if you're short on time. I hope you enjoy. Namaste. And begin your practice in any comfortable seat, either kneeling or crossing the legs, aligning your spine into a straight line, and relaxing any gripping or restraint in the lower half of your body. So you can just let your breath flow freely for the next 5 breaths, just shutting down the eyes, settling in, beginning to feel the pathway of your breath in your body and sensing how you're feeling as you start your practice. And taking one more deep breath in and out. And drawing your chin in toward your chest, your head toward your heart. And gently flutter the eyes open. And walking over your legs to set up in Child's Pose, Balasana, at the back edge of your mat. Splitting the knees a little wider than your hips and walking forward so your spine can drape in between your legs. And if it's possible, let the space between your eyebrows rest on the mat, and just continue to breathe and drop into your body, feeling tone of your breath beginning to deepen as you start to open and brighten. And then reach further forward with your fingers, spreading through the fingers, anchoring your hands and just gliding up on your in-breath onto all fours, and we'll move through a few rounds of cat and cow. Setting the hands up underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and just gently start to wave and undulate through your spine. Nurturing a smooth quality to your breath in time with your movement. And feeling a gentle abdominal contraction, release as you move. Belly softening, collarbones widening as you gaze up and arch. Upper back spreading, low belly hugging in as you round. And just returning to a neutral spine here, and tucking the toes, lifting your hips up and back and making your way into your first downward facing dog. And trying to make that shape feel very spacious for your body. Making sure all your fingers are spread, your hands are shoulder width apart, and you've got a reasonable stride between the back of your hands and your toes, so you feel very long and extended through your spine. And you might like to keep a little bend in the knees or even pedal out through your heels. Just keeping your breath at its steady pace. And bending the knees from here, gaze forward, And we'll lightly walk yourself forward to the top edge of the mat. We'll take an easy forward fold, separating the feet, hip distance apart. Softening your knees and laying your torso over your thighs. Catch opposite elbows here, or any variation if you like to take your hands interlace to the back of your head, or even interlace your fingers behind your back. Just finding that comfortable, perfect position for your body where you can feel a release all the way down your spine without any over effort or pulling in the low back spine. Gentle opening through the back of the legs as you press down through your feet. And then releasing your hands to the floor. Bend the knees even deeper, and as you press down through your feet, roll up through your spine, let your arms dangle. And send the arms up overhead, reach tall, press your palms, send the gaze up. And then rest your hands to your heart center. Keeping the feet where they are, one half forward fold, just circling the arms overhead as you breathe in. Firm belly, flat back, forward fold, Uttanasana. As you breathe in, come up halfway, extend your heart forward, flat back, straight legs. And exhale, forward fold. Rise on your in-breath, come to stand, nice strong legs, steady feet. Exhale, hands to your heart. Arms overhead as you breathe in, we'll just start to flow. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Breathe in, come up halfway, look forward. And as you exhale, fingertips down, lunge your right leg back, runner's lunge. Take a really long stride there, keep your right thigh lifting up in space. Send your heart forward and fan out across your collarbones. Deep breath in here. And as you exhale, walk around a quarter turn to your right, face the long edge of your mat, widen the stance of your feet. Coming into spread leg forward fold, heels turn out, take a halfway lift on your in-breath. And as you exhale, forward fold any amount in between the legs. Fingertips can stay on the floor if you're a little bit more flexible. Fingertips line up with your toes, elbows at a right angle. And just letting your spine spill down to the crown of your head. Breathing smooth, breath by breath, opening up through the body. Deep breath in, come up onto your fingertips. Exhale, walk around to your left foot, framing your left foot. Take your right knee to the floor, set up for low lunge. Sweep the arms overhead when you're steady. And then we're going to bend our right elbow, swim your right hand down in between your shoulder blades, and just take the left hand to the top of your right elbow into cow face arms. And just get a sense that your spine is straight up and down from the back of your skull all the way down to your tailbone. So your head is not thrusting forward. And then breathe deep all the way up to your chest and then back down to your belly. Giving each breath your full attention, full access. And one more deep breath in. Exhale, release your hands to frame your front foot. We'll step back through a vinyasa, taking your high push-up. Keep the gaze forward, legs engaged, low push-up. Feel free to modify with the knees, chest and chin to the floor. Stay low in your back bend, hands by your ribs, just gently peeling the ribs forward, keeping the legs engaged. And as you exhale, press back up onto all fours and tuck the toes, downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths, smooth and rhythmic. Just feeling the stretch in downward dog wrap around the whole back of your body, from the heels, up the legs, down the side of the waist, the spine, through the arms to the fingers. Smoothly breathe in, gaze forward between the hands, bend the knees, and either walk, hop or step forward, top edge of the mat, bring the toes together. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, your halfway lift, look forward. Exhale and fold over the legs. Rise to stand on your in-breath. Press your hands to your heart on your out-breath. One half forward fold, breathe in, reach your arms, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, your halfway lift. And refold, a little soft bend in the knees. Rise to stand on your in-breath. Hands to your heart on your out-breath. We'll keep it rolling, arms overhead, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe up. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, look forward. And as you exhale, step your left foot back, runner's lunge. Take a few moments here. Right knee right over your ankle, left leg extending back to the edge of your heel. Heart drifting forward. Deep breath in. Exhale, walk around to your left, face the long edge of your mat. Turn your heels out, toes in. Halfway lift, breathe in. Spread leg forward fold. Firm muscles in the legs as you fold. And keep lifting the sit bones up toward the ceiling. And driving the thigh muscles back toward the room behind you. Just breath by breath, dropping into the pose with awareness. Deep breath in, look up and come up halfway. And as you exhale, walk back around to your right foot, coming into low lunge, left knee to the floor. Sweep the arms when you're ready. Keep that weight in your front heel. And take cow-faced arms. So just bending your left elbow now, taking your hands, sliding them down in between your shoulder blades. Right hand to the top of your left elbow to encourage an active stretch through the back of your left triceps. Keep breathing deeply, keeping an integrity to the breath. So it's nurturing, it's nourishing your movement, your attention. And one more full breath in here. As you exhale, release your hands, either side of your front foot, step back through a Vinyasa, high push-up, breathe in. Lower to the floor as you breathe out. Unhurried breath, cobra or upward facing dog, your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. And reaching your heels heavy toward the floor. Settling your gaze steady. One more full cycle of breath. End of your exhale, gaze forward. Bend the knees, step or lightly hop to the top edge of the mat. Bring your feet hip distance apart. When you arrive, a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Rise all the way to stand, reach your arms tall overhead. And exhale, settle your hands to your heart. We'll take a lateral stretch here. Sweep the arms overhead, taking your right hand to your left wrist. Reach tall as you breathe in. And side bend to your right as you breathe out. Come back to center as you breathe in. Switch the hands. And as you breathe out, side bend to your left. Keep the body nice and tall as you come back up. Press your palms, gaze up. And as you exhale, forward fold Uttanasana over the legs. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back through a Vinyasa, your high to low push-up, upward dog or cobra, downward facing dog. From here, step the toes together at the back edge of your mat. Raise your right leg up and back as you breathe in. As you exhale, step your right foot up to your hands, warrior two. Seal the outer edge of your left heel as you rise up. Spread the arms out nice and wide, parallel with the floor. Stretching from fingertip to expand across your chest. Lunge nice and deep, right knee tracking forward. Keep the legs where they are. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach up and back, just getting into the side body again. And as you exhale, take your right forearm to your right knee, side angle pose, Parsvakonasana. Left arm can reach straight up or overhead. Take a few breaths here to really extend through both sides of your waist, keeping the legs really strong, your feet planted. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands down to frame your front foot. Take your left knee to the floor, set up for low lunge. I'm keeping the fingertips on the floor here, making sure your right knee's over your ankle there, no farther forward. And keep the left hand down, reach your right arm up toward the sky and take a simple twist here. You can lean the torso back. You can lean your hips forward and down, getting that deep stretch through the top of the left thigh. You can either stay here or reach back with your right hand to catch your left foot, if that's accessible for you, and coming into a quad stretch, pressing your foot into your hand. And take 2 more smooth breaths. As you exhale, gently release, moving into Ardha Hanuman, half monkey pose, walking the hands back, drifting your hips back to straighten out through your right leg. Curl the toes back toward your face, press out through the balls of your toes. Draw your right thigh bone back in space, and keeping the hips level. And as you breathe out, we're going to step the right foot down to the floor and walk it over into the right lane, and step the left foot forward to come up to the top edge of the mat into a yogi squat. Toes angle out, heels in, pressing the palms and sitting down any amount on the back of your legs. And if you need to stay more elevated, please feel free. And just use this shape as a way of extending through your spine from your tailbone all the way up to the back of your skull, with a light press of the elbows to the inner knees. And you can either stay here, or if you'd like to practice coming up into Kakasana, crow pose, take the hands forward, spread through your fingers, grip with your fingertips. And keep the gaze forward as you hook the knees to your upper arms. Send your weight forward, your chest forward, elbows over the wrists, and 1 foot at a time. Keep breathing. And landing lightly. Step back through a vinyasa here, moving back to high push-up. Keep the legs engaged, your core strong, low push-up. Upward dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. And we'll keep it rolling. Bring your toes together for the second side. Left leg rising as you breathe in. Left foot forward in between your hands. Warrior 2. Rising on your in-breath and settling in on your out-breath. Nice deep lunge in the left leg there. Left knee tracks forward. And keeping the legs where they are, inhale, reverse your warrior, side body stretch into the left side waist. And as you exhale, side angle. Right arm either straight up or overhead. Just finding that shape which feels generous and easeful in your body as you breathe. Eyes down, hands down, your low lunge here. Frame your left foot, right knee to the floor. Keeping your right hand down, raise your left hand to the ceiling for your twist. And then from here, if you feel like a quad stretch is accessible and available to you, reach back with the left hand to catch your back foot, drawing your heel in toward your buttocks. And make that quite an active stretch, your foot pressing into your hand. And if you're in your twist, just gently opening up, leaning the torso back as you reach up through your top arm. Deep breath in here. Exhale, hands to frame your front foot, and then walk the fingers back as you come into half monkey pose. Stretching, lengthening out through the back of your left leg, engaging through the left quads. And then just gently walking the fingers forward to frame your left foot. Pick up your back knee, your right knee, and step through here, right foot forward to come to sit. Taking the left knee out to the side, left foot to your inner upper right thigh, and setting up for Janu Shirsasana. Sit heavy on your sit bones. Reach the arms up alongside your ears. And as you exhale, forward fold. And keep your right leg engaged, your right toes flexed. And again, breath by breath. Folding a little deeper, easing off as you breathe in. And softening, deepening into the pose as you breathe out. And one more full cycle of breath. And slowly walking the hands back. Make your way into a twist here. Keep the legs just as they are. Left fingertips behind you. Right hand to the sky, lengthening through your spine. And as you exhale, right hand to your left knee. And take 3 full, generous breaths to revolve through your torso, keeping your right leg active, as if you're pushing the right heel into a wall there. And one more deep breath in. Exhaling to release. Face forward, switch sides. Left leg out straight. Right foot to your inner upper right thigh. Just a nice comfortable external rotation through the inner right thigh. And position yourself over the midline of your left leg. Flex the left toes. Reach the arms as you breathe in. Forward fold as you breathe out, just gently drawing the navel back toward your spine each time you breathe out. Just protecting your low back as you fold forward. Keeping that long, unwrinkled feeling to the front of your chest. Your breath uninterrupted, smooth and steady. And take 2 more full breaths. Rising up on your in-breath and setting up for a twist. Right fingertips behind you. Reach your left arm up toward the ceiling to find length. And keep all that length as you twist. Left hand, right knee. And keep breathing deeply in to lift the spine. Firming the belly as you revolve. And as your right collarbone draws back, see if you can move the left collarbone back in space so you stay very open and bright through the top of your chest. Smooth breath in. Exhale, release, facing forward. And then just moving over the legs to come onto into a kneeling position there. And then from here you may like to take an optional headstand if that happens to be in your practice. You could possibly just come onto your back for a gentler practice and take the legs up toward the ceiling. So you position your body into an L shape, your upper body on the mat, your legs straight up toward the ceiling. Or you might like to take child's pose here. Splitting the knees out wide and either walking your hands forward or just curling in, taking the hands back by your feet. And just take these last few minutes of your practice to encourage yourself to wind down, your breath to smooth out, and savor the warmth that you've created in your body in a short space of time. I'll just take 2 more breaths in whatever shape you found yourself in. And if you are upside down, just slowly lowering the legs. If you've been in a headstand, just resting in child's pose. And if you've been in another shape, just come to a comfortable cross-legged seat. And we'll all meet up there in a few moments. So just a nice way to find balance in the body and balance in both hemispheres of the brain is to practice an alternative nostril breathing, Pranayama. So we will finish with that. Just any comfortable cross-legged seat, sitting on the edge of a cushion or a blanket, and turning your left palm up to face the ceiling, touching the index and thumb together, extending all the other fingers out straight. Position your spine into a straight line, crown of the head balanced over your pelvis. And then taking your index finger and middle finger in between the eyebrows, your thumb to your right nostril, ring and little fingers to your left nostril. Gently close the eyes down and take a deep breath in and a cleansing breath out. Close the right nostril as you breathe in through the left side nostril. Close the left, breathe out right side. Breathe in right side. Close the right, open the left, breathe out. And keep alternating, breathing in. Breathe out right. Breathe in right side. Exhale left. So as you continue on, just try and keep the touch of your fingers very light and supple. Feeling the texture of your breath smooth and slow down with less effort. And keeping your eyes relaxed and steady behind the eyelids. Feeling your hips and groins relax and let go. And we finish the practice breathing out on your left side, keeping the eyes closed. And placing your right hand down on your right knee, palm face down, turning your left palm down, and sitting quietly for the last minute of your practice. Enjoying the freedom of your breath through both nostrils. And the calm, peaceful feeling that breathing practice creates. Gently dropping your chin in toward your chest, head toward your heart. Gently blink the eyes open, lift your gaze. Namaste, yogis.